Hey guys, Connor here from BaseLang, and I just thought I'd take the opportunity, I'm here in Barcelona, to debunk some really common myths about the differences between Latin American and Spain Spanish. Most people, will come to me and say, oh, well, I want to learn Spain Spanish. What kind of Spanish do you guys teach at BaseLang? And the answer is Latin American Spanish. But the reality is Spanish is Spanish is Spanish. The way I liken it to is the same thing as English in different countries. For instance, a native from the US going to Ireland is not going to be worried about being able to communicate, much like someone from Colombia coming to Spain is not going to be worried about being able to communicate. It's just really not that different. You've got the three main differences you'll be looking at is the accent will change a little bit, you'll have some common words that will be different, for instance, carro y coche, and then the slang will be different. The slang is going to be different across even between cities within the same country. So that's good. The only things that really change is the same things that would change for an American going to Australia or an Australian going to Ireland, or even people going from London to a northern part of the UK. So that's the main difference. Is people blow it up to seem like this is huge thing. And for comparison, let's look at Portuguese, for instance. I was just in Portugal and I met a lot of Brazilians there who were saying that it took them a year to a year and a half to fully acclimate to be able to communicate fully with people in local Portuguese. So Portuguese is a great example of a language that is quite different between Brazil and Portugal, for instance, where native speakers do have trouble when switching countries. It really doesn't happen with Spanish. You get a difference in accent, you get some common words that are different, and the slang is different. But if you speak good Spanish from one country, you will have zero issues being able to communicate in any other country. You just won't know the local slang and the accent will be a little bit weird. It's the same thing I've experienced. But then you might be thinking, what about vosotros? Well, I learned everything in Colombia, everything in Medellin actually. My Spanish is full paisa, which is what you call someone from Antioquia, which is where Medellin is. And I've never learned anything about vosotros, no idea how it works other than it ends in EIS or something like that. And I've traveled all over Spain, Madrid, Salamanca, Valencia, Barcelona, San Sebastian, Pamplona. I've been all over the country, driven all over, and I've never had any issues at all. No idea how vosotros works. Don't ever use it with anyone. But I have no issues understanding people, and people have no issues understanding me at all. And it's not just like I'm just communicating. It's actually full-on expression. Am I having full banter in local slang like I would back in Colombia? No. But I'm having absolutely zero issues. So if you're worried about Spain Spanish versus Mexican Spanish versus Colombian Spanish versus Chilean, it's really sort of the same stuff. The thing that changes is you got your accent is different, you have some common words that change, and the slang is different. So I really wouldn't worry about it. So if you get really good at Spanish from one particular spot, you're going to be fine no matter where you are. All right, that's it for this video. If you've got any questions, leave a comment below, and I'm happy to chime in and leave your thoughts. I'm not saying that all Spanish is the same. I'm saying if you get good at Spanish from one place, you could have no issues communicating anywhere else. So yeah, just leave comments below, and I'm happy to answer your questions.